You can politely bring all the books that you've stolen that you're selling on Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, found that too. You can take all of the books and you can put them in a bag and you can leave them at the front of my shop. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm probably going to burn them because they've been down your pants.
This story has everything. Independent bookstores, books, thieves, husbands, CCTV camera footage, phone footage, somebody getting caught. This has everything. The tiny hand is back and ready to investigate another story of thievery. Ready to come and take on the world, take on Australia, because this week we're going down under, mate, to Adelaide to be precise. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Everybody got their drinks, their bevies. Let me take you through what my process was. Okay, I have a couple of notes here. Can you hear that? Maybe. You know, I scroll and you never know what the next video is going to be. And what do I stumble upon? But this post by this independent bookstore called The First Chapter. It is an indie romance bookshop in Australia, in Adelaide. Let me do a reenactment of this was me watching the update.
So if you're new here or you don't know, I had 190 books stolen from my small business here in Adelaide, South Australia. That total loss was just a little over $7,000.
She had 190 books stolen. Now my head is already whirring. It's the questions start popping up. I'm like, is this 190 books at one time? Books are heavy. Number one. Number two, there is no number two. Books are heavy. Like, oh my goodness. I thought that they were broken into, but that was not the case. And she has a loss of $7,000. Now, I want to emphasize here in the story that we are in Australia. It is Australian dollars. Dollars do not mean American dollars in this instance. So she says 7,000. A lot of people in the comments are saying, $7,000, that doesn't make sense. It does in... She has the inventory, okay? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Was it a raid? Was it a break-in? Because around here, there has been hobby shops that have been broken into a couple of times, like Pokemon cards and all that. It's the trend to just break into stores nowadays. But once the video goes on, there's a keyword. She says she stole
190 books, a total of $7,139.
Implying one person stole 190 books. Again, my head is whirring. I'm like imagining one person stealing 190 books. I don't even know what that would look like, actually. And so my spidey senses were tingling. I had to dig further. And boy, did I get fed with this story. Unfortunately for the person who was stolen from and is dealing with the Australian police, unfortunately for her, but for us watching, it is interesting. So I go to the profile and I need to find the initial video because she also says, oh, if you've been following. No, I haven't been following. Let me go and check. If you're new here, I am new. Let me go back and look. I find the original video and I'll take you back to August. We'll get back to the update that she posted, but we're going back. It is now checks notes July almost. So she's been dealing with this for a while. $7,000 is a lot. The initial video, she says her husband was noticing some interesting behavior by a patron of the bookstore. Well, she wasn't a patron, and we'll finally understand that this lady was taking phone calls every 5 minutes or so, which is odd, and she'd go out and then she'd come back. That's weird. That's suspicious.
Today, my husband was looking after the shop while I go and get the children from school, which is not an abnormal thing at all. He's noticed this woman has been doing something very suspicious. She has been answering phone calls every 5 minutes and then going, oh, phone call, goes downstairs, comes back up, continues shopping. He thought, this is a little bit weird. I'm going to suss this out. So he had a look on the cameras because, surprise, surprise, it is 2025. We have social media and technology and cameras everywhere.
Takes his initiative to check the cameras and he notices she's been sneaky, the discount or the butt discount because she's putting the books in her butt crack. She also puts it in a bag, but she, for the most part, is, putting it down her pants. because she got like a jacket on and everything, so it's easy to hide under a hoodie. Still disgusting behavior, honestly. I was shocked. She shows the CCTV footage, which like I get activated. I go, ah, whenever there's footage of stuff like this happening. It's crazy. So the bricks and minifigs whole extravaganza has been so fascinating, but that's something else. If you're watching this, you probably know about the bricks and minifig stuff. So yes, the pants to car pipeline was activated because she was going out to the car, taking a phone call was actually her going to the car to put the books in the car and then coming back and then doing the same thing. And so the pants to car pipeline was established, and then he follows her down. Now we do get, okay, wait, I'm getting it in myself. This is the initial video, okay? And that day she tried to steal 18 books. She shows us the books that she was trying to steal.
Show you what she has stolen. Just wait, there's more. As you can see, this woman has stolen 18 books. She was putting them in her pants, taking a phone call, and then putting them in the back of her car and coming up like nothing has ever happened. So this is one time that she has stolen.
And she like stacks them side by side. And I see the Zodiac Academy in there, and how dare you steal Zodiac Academy books, okay? You need to pay for those. Okay? It's insane to be doing this. This is ridiculous. How dare you? How dare you? It seems like initially they don't realize the amount of books that was being stolen, but she does say this thief had been coming in multiple times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, most likely to steal.
But I'm going to say she was a regular customer at least once, twice, even 3 times a week. She would come in here. How many books do you think she's actually stolen over the past 5-6 weeks? This is nearly $1,000 worth of books. I am a small business and I cannot afford for people to come in my shop and steal.
But we went back through all of the footage over the last month or few months, and there was multiple occasions that she had come in and stolen heaps of books. Now I'm talking one day might have been 32 books, the next day might have been 22 books. The types of books that Jess sell you might see around here are not your traditional published style books. These are all indie authors, and some of these books are as expensive $80, $100, $120, like all sorts of expensive stuff. So,
and you know what's even more insane? When she's coming in multiple times a week, there was a comment left by the owner of the bookstore. She had said that this person had spoken to her multiple times, like sometimes up to 45 minutes they'd been chatting. And that, I think, just adds like a whole nother layer of like gross behavior. I guess that's the thief way of like you ingratiate yourself with the person so they kind of lower their guard, so you end up taking things from it's just, but it blows my mind. In this initial video, she speaks to the thief directly.
I know you will see this because I know your name. I know everything. Don't you worry about that. I know everything. So if you're seeing this, you can politely bring all the books that you've stolen that you're selling on Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, found that too. You can take all of the books and you can put them in a bag and you can leave them at the front of my shop. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm probably going to burn them because they've been down your pants. However, I'd like them back. Thanks.
Apparently, this husband and wife duo had found this thief's Facebook Marketplace account that she was selling these books on Facebook Marketplace. Bizarre. So reselling was the goal of the entire thing. I guess, I don't know what you'd want to do with multiple copies of the same book other than selling them, I'm imagining. So at the end of the video, she kind of says, hey, bring the books back and leave them outside. But I'm like, it sounds like she's been selling them, so highly doubt there's going to be those ones. She's going to be able to bring them back. It depends how well they sell. I don't know how the book market is on Facebook Marketplace, if I'm honest. I've never tried to buy books there. Seeing this video was like just infuriating, which led me to go more. And because I'm a nosy bitch, I had to see more receipts because I knew there was more. Because there were a lot of comments, there were a couple of comments that said, I'm going to post this in the Facebook group on what. I'm going to post this in so-and-so Facebook group. And I'm like, I have to go and see. I have to dust off my Facebook login for the second time this year, and I can't believe I said that. Because even though I'm no longer on Facebook anymore, apparently half the planet still is. I didn't think that Facebook was anything other than AI bots anymore. I didn't realize. But when she shows the footage, now I went on Facebook and there is a lot more there. The husband posted a whole video explaining what happened, kind of reiterating what his wife had said. So it's kind of the same stuff, but he posts the confrontation of when he confronts the woman in the shop. And that again just like just fed my soul. I'm like going up into I have problems. I think I do have problems. I do. But anyways, so we get to see the interaction. This never happens. So we see the interaction, which is amazing. He goes and confronts her, and I'm gonna show you that now because it's amazing.
Just a quick question. I was just watching you on the cameras. I just saw you put clear as day on the camera. There's a camera right there, and I just watched you do it right. So I'm going to come down to the car, and I can see you've gone down a couple of times. I'm going to come down the car. I'm going to grab the books from you, and then you can leave this stuff. You can never come back. Okay? I've got it clear as day. So I know I've done it multiple times. We saw you do it the other day. It's not good enough. You cannot do that. This is a small business. Jess is literally trying to do this. She doesn't even make any profit from this, and you're just stealing books from her.
Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't even told Jess yet. That is absolutely not good enough. I just watched you put 2 books, clear as day, up the back of your shirt, and then pretend to take a phone call and walk out. I'm going to come down. You can put that book down there. I'm going to come down to your car right now. I'm going to take your books from you that you've taken, all of them. And I swear to God, if I ever see you back here, I'll call the police. I've got that clear as day. I can show you it's clear as day. I will put it absolutely everywhere if you don't give me the books back. All I won't tell anybody.
I can pay for a
No, I don't want money at all. I don't need money. I want the books. I will come down to your car and I'll take every single one of those books. Thank you, and you can never come back. If you don't give us those books back, I'll report it and I'll put it everywhere.
You know, it's hard to know what to do in situations. I feel like when you look back on a situation, especially when you have less adrenaline in your veins, you can like say, oh, I would have done that, would have done this better or whatever. And it's just insane how like brazen this woman was, like to come back multiple times. I feel like you can feel in the footage her like confidence growing. I'm sure that when she did it one time, it was like, oh, they're not gonna notice, and then it keeps building and building and building, and she just thought she would just keep getting away with it. It's insane. Stealing from a small business is just loser behavior, if I'm honest. Not to mention, so this is another thing. Apparently they have a free section in the bookshelf. She shows in one of her Instagram reels or whatever, videos for the business, that they have like a swivel rotating thing that has books on it that are free. But I guess that didn't matter, I guess. The owner, she had been responding to a bunch of comments, and apparently the thief wanted to ask to have the videos taken down, the videos of her stealing taken down. As a small business owner in this area, you would probably want to let other businesses know that this is a person that needs to be kept an eye out for, possibly, because they might be doing the same thing. It was a similar story I saw with a bakery, a home baker who had a stall outside their house where they put, and it's on like the honor system, they put all their baked goods in this little shed thing out, also with a camera. And there's like a pay system, and it's kind of like on first come first serve, but also on the honor system. But she had recently someone come in and yoink everything, just take a bag and just leave. So that lady had also responded to the baker had responded to people saying, yeah, I wanted to post her face so that other businesses could know who this was, and other farm stalls, bake stalls can be like, keep an eye out for this one, because she's a stealer. She's got sticky fingers. Yoink yoink. The video from the husband when he goes down to confront her at the car is wild to me, because he goes to the car. She's like apologizing, she's shaking or whatever, and the books just keep coming. The books just keep coming out the car. And she takes forever to like give the books back. Like, girl, hurry up. Like, what's happening? Why is it taking so long to give the books back? Can you carry? Sorry.
Well, obviously you took the other day, because when you were coming in and out the other day too. I know, we know you have. We've got it on camera.
No, I know, but I actually have phone calls.
Yeah, but the phone. If you're getting phone calls, why are you stealing books? What are you? Why are you taking so many of the same books? What is going on? Are you reselling them or something? Come on, I just want the books. Come on, I've got other customers waiting.
I'm sorry.
Is that everything? Can you? Okay.
Sorry.
Please don't ever come back.
Not my Zodiac Academy. So I saw that when I don't know when this was, but going to the courthouse, she actually had the person's face printed onto the cupcakes. And you know, there's a lot of comments on all these videos about how do you not notice 190 books missing and all this stuff. I think at the end of the day, let's go easy on them. It's a small business. Luckily, they had footage to prove it. I still think it's so odd that this thief had spoken to the owner multiple times. I think for me, the more I know someone, the less not that I'm a thief, but you know, you would think that would make you want to do them dirty less. But apparently for this person, not the case. So the update. So according to the owner of the store, there was a proposal to compensate the store for the books, the 18 from the car, and then the 17 that was found on the CCTV. But it sounds like that they had spotted her steal 190 books on the CCTV. So I don't know where that's coming in and why they're only doing a proposition for 35 books. That seems weird.
About the matter with you, as prosecution have been contacted by the accused defence with a proposal to settle this by way of compensation to you. I have been asked by prosecution to make you aware and let them know your response. The proposal is that the defence is offered to compensation of 35 books in lieu of the charges. I know. To that end, this amount would be the value of the 18 books that were located in her car, along with the 17 books that were seen taken on CCTV. I don't know what 17 books, there was 190. Bitch, please. You would have to do the maths and work out the total amount and let me know if it is going to be accepted. Of course, police will act on your wishes about this matter and at this time, this matter is still set to continue at trial. Bullshit, right? So she would give me between $400 and $500 so she doesn't get a criminal charge. Fuck that. So here's my reply. Thank you for your email and for keeping me informed throughout this process. I would like to make it clear that I do not accept the compensation offer that has been proposed. I find the amount offered to be extremely insulting and not reflective of the circumstances of all the loss suffered. The only amount I would ever consider accepting would be the compensation for the full value of the books that were stolen, 190 books with a total value of $7,139. I've reattached the loss document to highlight the amount of books that were stolen. However, I wish to clarify that accepting the compensation would not change my position regarding pursuing this matter further through the channels, including continuing with the process of seeking a criminal charge.
Hopefully she does get all her money. The husband did say in his video that the insurance had covered the loss.
We do have insurance. Insurance is going to cover us for all of it. Obviously, it was a massive inconvenience.
They caught a thief. I mean, 190 books is insane. That's not nothing. That's kind of wild. I don't even want to count the books that I have, I'm honest. I was like, let me count the books that I have and see, put in perspective. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. But anyways. Anywho, what did you think of this situation? Had you seen this story? Because I know that this video the initial video came out in August last year. This is super interesting. Have you ever worked at an independent bookstore at a small business, and had you ever run into a thief, and how did you handle it? I've only had a run-in once when I worked on the ships, and we kind of let the manager deal with that. I don't think we had CCTV cameras at that time. It was a while ago. But yeah, we kind of just let the manager handle it, and he was a pro at it. He dealt with it. I'd be shaking. Thank you for joining me on this mini romp into this weird situation, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.